General Asim Munir sits at the apex of Pakistan's military apparatus. As Chief of Army Staff, he holds ultimate authority over the nation's security. While civilian leaders manage administrative tasks, the military chief steers the geopolitical ship. An attack on this office is an attack on the institutional core of the Pakistani state. That core is currently being targeted by a coordinated barrage of hostile critiques from Tehran. State-aligned Iranian media networks have launched an unprecedented campaign aimed directly at Munir. Regional diplomacy usually targets politicians or specific policies, but the military leadership is traditionally off-limits. Breaking this silence is a calculated move to escalate tensions beyond standard diplomatic disagreements. This line of fuel tankers at the border crossing represents the massive physical and economic proximity between the two nations. They share 560 miles of sensitive, high-stakes territory. For decades, both governments have worked to keep this border stable. They have historically isolated local trade disputes and security skirmishes to prevent a total breakdown. That long-standing policy of managed friction has been discarded for a public, explosive media offensive. Tehran has abandoned these diplomatic niceties because they believe they have exposed the mechanics of a hidden Pakistani double game. This double game is the result of Pakistan attempting to balance three distinct conflicting forces: Iran, the United States, and the Arab Gulf states. Pakistan must maintain a functional relationship with Iran to secure its western flank and protect vital cross-border trade. Simultaneously, Islamabad faces immense pressure from Washington. With looming Trump-era deadlines and a heavy reliance on Western financial systems, Pakistan cannot afford to alienate the U.S. Compounding this is a deep economic and religious alignment with Arab Gulf states, led by Saudi Arabia. The strategic mass is impossible. The United States and the Gulf powers view Tehran as a primary threat, while Iran views any cooperation with its rivals as a betrayal. To maintain favor with all sides, Islamabad began making contradictory security promises that were destined to collide. Pakistan attempted to mask these contradictions by positioning itself as a neutral, trusted mediator for the entire Middle East. This role as a peacemaker provides international prestige and ensures that critical foreign aid continues to flow. But the mediation is a facade. While playing the role of a neutral party, Pakistan has been secretly aligning its intelligence and security efforts with Tehran's rivals. As shown by these Shaheen-3 missiles, Pakistan possesses significant military leverage. Behind the scenes, it has traded this military cooperation and sensitive intelligence to satisfy its Western and Gulf partners. These secret deals eventually left a trail. When Pakistan's public mediating stance failed to match its private military commitments, observers across the region began to note the discrepancies. Iranian intelligence compiled these conflicting reports, concluding that Islamabad's neutrality was a cover for active security cooperation with its enemies. To retaliate, they weaponized this data through their state media. The direct media attacks on General Munir signal that Iran no longer accepts Pakistan as a mediator, publicly exposing the double game. The trust that once underpinned relations between Islamabad and Tehran has evaporated, leaving the diplomatic relationship in its most fractured state in years. This exposure leaves Pakistan under intense global scrutiny, making it nearly impossible for them to offer credible diplomatic intervention in future crises. The breakdown creates a regional domino effect, destabilizing a critical border and shifting the power dynamics of the entire continent. Without a stable buffer between these powers, Middle Eastern conflicts are now more likely to spill across South Asian borders. In modern geopolitics, trying to play both sides doesn't make you a master strategist. It often results in being viewed as a threat by everyone at the table.